Hello everybody, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 A to Z. Yep, that's right, you haven't accidentally slipped getting out the shower, entered into a coma where Hearts of Iron 4 A to Z has happening again. No, it's just happening again. Or is it? No, that's right, with the brand new Hearts of Iron 4 DLC, they added a new starting nation, which means I'm back. I never went anywhere, but I'm back. Alright, now I know what you're thinking. Where is this new starting nation? I can't see it anywhere. Oh, wait, no, never mind. There it is. It's Bhutan. As in, why don't you hit that like and subscribe, Bhutan? Nope, just kidding. We're all the way over here in Iceland, which is actually camouflaged into Denmark here. You can't actually really tell, other than the big words that say Iceland. Yep, some unknown reason. Iceland's in the game now with a focus tree. It used to just be releasable, but now you can willingly play them. Now, there are a few achievements tied to Iceland that I'm not going to bother turning on Iron Man on because it's the first time I'm ever going to be playing as them. So we get to do all of the fun stuff we do today again. Multiple times. Hey, but this is Hoi4 A to Z, where we play every single starting nation in Hoi4, and this is now a starting nation. Although, hey, you know it's gonna be a good game when you're playing as Herman. Okay, so the Kingdom of Iceland focus tree isn't anything spectacular, and I unfortunately have to, of course, go down the mean Viking path over here, which, objectively speaking, probably one of the worst things we can do, but we'll get to that later, at least from what I'm thinking. You see, a big problem with a lot of the nations that have newly been added to the focus tree at fun times is that none of these countries actually have any manpower, like at all. And Iceland, of course, has 100,000 people on this entire island right now. It is very much safe to say that we probably won't get a lot done today. And I would kind of like to go down the communist path, because at least then you will get the magical picture of Karl Marx that gives you 500 manpower weekly, but unfortunately we cannot do that, although I will be back for that achievement at some point, maybe today if this first playthrough goes really bad. Oh, here we go though. Olaf, he can give us weekly manpower plus 100. Immediately gonna take that because we're gonna need that adding up, as you can probably tell. What a funny little meme. Okay, so this focus just gives us a chance of getting one of these options, so we can either get steel, aluminums, tungsten, or chromosomes. Now, I don't particularly know what I want yet. I think the aluminums would probably be the best thing, because the only thing I can realistically think that we'd be good at doing is maybe just making planes and helping out a side. Oh, and yes, of course, I received tungsten. Alright, we are wishing a smell you later to Denmark, and we will now cast ourselves into the ocean and probably oblivion. And I now officially have one factory. Oh, well, good news is Denmark surrendered to me, Iceland. Hey, look, we've changed political ideologies, and now we have a skinwalker in charge of our country. Okay, so now comes the interesting part where we actually ask for land off of Denmark. They can give us Greenland, and we can also secure the North Sea Passage and get all the islands over here, which I need the UK, Norway, and Denmark to all say yes to. Will they, though? We'll find out. Now, I don't actually know what influences them actually saying yes. It's not like I can build an army to, like, scare them regardless, considering I got 16,000 manpower, but I'm just going to improve relations, and we'll see if we get lucky, I guess. Now, we also get our wonderful heathen spirit over here, which we can buff, and it is probably the most overpowered spirit that you can get in Hoi4, although it does take a lot of time to get going. But we can go ahead, we can do all of these, and they will get added onto that bonus. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Oh, they said yes to Greenland, but I think that is definitely the easiest one to get. Now, will the UK, Norway, and Denmark give me all their land? My personal bet is that no, some of them probably won't do it. Okay, moment of truth. Who will say yes, if anyone? No, Norway, okay. Everyone said no, but the UK. You know what? The COD wars, it's just realistic, I guess. Okay, so I do go ahead and I get calls on this stuff, but I can't fight this. The only meme thing I can think about doing is joining the Axis and then getting them to beat up Denmark, but then I get the feeling they might join the Allies. You will test it. Okay, so that'll trigger the civil war in Norway, declaring on them. And will Denmark surrender to me? They will, because that is coded in for some reason. Now, how do we deal with this? I guess we can like just take the Danish troops and try and capitulate Norway as quickly as possible, maybe? Okay, and that should be the Norwegians capitulated. There we go. And of course I can't, well, I guess I can take Jan Mayen, that is a core. Yeah, I don't think that's exactly ideal, but I guess we did get Denmark as a puppet, and I also released the greater Sami realm in one province. That's all I could do. Okay, now I am going to continue this game. I'm not going to reset or do anything different, but I do want to quickly reload and see if Denmark would just surrender if I didn't have Germany in there too. Okay, is it just programmed that Denmark surrenders to anyone that goes to war with them? Or do they have to have Germany in for this to work? I think we might have to have Germany in for it to work. Well, it was worth a try for future achievement hunting extravaganza fun times. But yeah, either way, getting the Icelandic protectorate of Denmark. Or actually, you know, one thing you could do, alright, you get in Germany's faction, then you declare on Denmark and call them in. Boom, Denmark surrenders, we'll protect them. Excellent, we'll peace out of that war. Then we'll leave the faction with them and then declare on Norway. Now, I can't do it right now, but maybe for an achievement hunt later, I think a good way of doing this would just to have a whole bunch of paratroopers ready, get into Norway, and then just snake all of Denmark's units. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Yeah, not doing that now, though. Can't be bothered. Going back to the original timeline. Yeah, one thing we could do is go about annexing Denmark now, but the only problem with that is we do not have the garrisons to actually garrison this land. I think the best thing we can do is just lower their autonomy down, and then just get all the factories from them. Considering the only thing we can form is the Nordic unity, which I am not doing, it basically means we'll be getting no manpower this entire game. Okay, so the last bit of land that we are able to get calls on is Newfoundland by making Vinland, which we actually do have to go take. Somehow. Bearing in mind, this is what my industry currently looks like. Although I guess the Danish civilians do come in handy, but I am still not 100% on why you'd ever play this. Okay, so this is the last buff we can do for now, and once we do that, we can't get the other two until we get Newfoundland. I don't know if that's going to happen. Okay, so the only real plan I have is we make paratroopers with all our manpower, then try to steal whatever the Danish have. We try to paradrop into the UK to capitulate them, and then hopefully have enough points to get Newfoundland in the peace deal. Will this happen? I have no idea. Okay, paratroopers acquired. Now we just need to wait for the troop transports, which is gonna take a couple minutes. And the worst part about all of this is that I'm still going to have to go ahead and garrison my islands, because I'm pretty sure the British AI will kill me immediately. Yeah, this is why it would have been very handy to have got that aluminiums to spawn in our capital instead of what we got. Because now I need to trade for all this crap. Oh, this plan looks absolutely horrendous. You would, in fact, be correct, because it is! Okay, so we're going to attempt to land with one guy at first, so they get the debuff to their orc. Then we'll try and land the rest of them after, and then we'll have a better chance of landing on this port, and then we'll rush in the Danish divisions, and if they manage to get in, hopefully the German AI and the Italians and everyone else will rush in and kill the UK. Will this actually happen, though? Probably not. So yeah, we gotta wait until we get air supremacy over Southern England. That's just because they have aero, because the German AI is really dumb and constantly tries to get... wait, hold on. Well, they're gonna leave right there. They got one active bomber. There you go. We're in the air, and we landed. Oh, and they are getting de-orged and immediately put air up. Oh, that's not looking good. Go back to the autosave and try again, shall we? Oh, we got more in that time, but we didn't get the one off on the port. What the the hell is happening? Oh, there you go. Okay, port secured. Can we get the Danes across now? Hold on a second. The Germans are trying to take the manpower from... How do I have 300k manpower? Oh, wait, yeah. I completely forgot about this guy. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. This is good, but I need help. You need to not ask for support, and you need to take some of this land and get over here, Germany. Don't think the Germans are gonna come, but also the British just completely left my front line there. Hold on a second. Oh no. I can't even do anything about that. Okay, with that knowledge, I've now asked the Germans for some land in France to get the manpower, build more troops, and then we may be able to do something here. Yeah, Iceland's, ain't looking too good right now. We should, all it would take is just for the German or the Italians just to rock up right now, and this would be over. Yeah, I'm real glad that you all decided to come to Iceland. Save me in Iceland, but not in the UK, apparently. They arrived. Wow. I have 280 points after all of that. Oh, I can't even take Newfoundland anyway, because they did destroy us for bases. Oh, just remind me never to help the AI ever again. So, how do I go about killing the US now? I'm really not sure. Yeah, so the only thing I really got was Canada and this little province down here, which is good. It does have a lot of aluminiums, but I really wanted to get like a high value province just so I could get the manpower, but nope. Italy and Germany split it perfectly in half, actually. It's kind of impressive. But I guess I got some manpower from Canada. It just, it could have had a lot more. Yeah, I didn't show it because obviously I was ripping my hair out, but we have got this absolutely amazing spirit that I wish I could utilize a bit more than I currently can. Also, as Iceland, you do have military staff, but it's actually just one guy, and he can only be in one slot at a time. Yeah, actually, I also stole a part of the British Navy, and by part I mean 2 battleships and 4 billion destroyers. I don't know what to do with this. Hey, we've also decided that Denmark no longer deserves to exist, so we have annexed them out of the way, and we've got a sizable amount of population now, which is going to go towards my plan. Step 1 of the plan is get a full collab on the USA. Step 2, make an air force that could smash them in the air completely. And step 3, and the final step, is just make so many crap divisions that they can't push me until their air is gone. Germany, you need to stop asking me for garrison support. You can politely go to hell. Yeah, also that is pretty much the entire Icelandic focus tree done, other than our one decision, which requires Newfoundland. And guess what? I don't own it. Oh, so we're getting pretty lucky with our US collab. We've got a 45% and then a 30, so we should only need one more, and then we are good to go in. We have a lot of troops. The template isn't exactly spectacular, to say the least, but I'm really betting on all these planes, which I currently have 45 of, so maybe need to bet a little harder. And a really annoying thing about Iceland, you only get 3 research slots, so it's not exactly easy pickings here. Okay, the time has come. We're immediately just gonna go straight to total mobilization and all adult serve so we can get some form of industry going. We're not gonna push anywhere over here. We're only gonna be pushing over here. First, we're gonna outpace the US Air Force, which we shall do, even though they are outnumbering us like 2-1 here. As soon as my guys get out of rookies here, they will do just fine. Okay, if you're wondering how it's going, we're currently stuck. Also, the US has nukes, and they are nuking me. Although they are playing themselves a little bit here by just endlessly attacking me. I do have Cass up in the air now. I'm just waiting to hopefully destroy all their air force, and then I'll try another push. Something oh, there goes Toronto. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't even take like, hardly anything for them to capitulate. I was not expecting them to die that easy. But then again, I did have 100% collab on them. I forgot wait, the Japanese are in this. It does not matter. They will not take Newfoundland from me. Honestly, I thought I was going to be here for like another 4 hours. See, that is how far I got. That is why you always do your collabs. Alright, finally, I am done. I'm gonna hit the stupid button. It doesn't even matter. Like, it does not even matter. Do I recommend you do this? Well, sadly, if you're going through the achievements, you kinda have to. But there you go. Oh. Wait, why do I still have this? Can you never get rid of this? I guess you can never get rid of this, but I guess the consumer goods isn't that bad, but everything else sucks. But no, where is it? There you go. That was this worth it? Pain. I mean, to be fair, this is technically the first time I've ever done Iceland, and we did learn a lot about how we could do this way better. The only thing that I'm still gonna struggle with, I think, is taking the UK, but now that I actually realize that you can get that 20% non-core manpower, which if you can't tell, it adds up a lot. So you can get a lot of manpower. So I think next time what I'd try and get Norway, like I said, by leaving the faction, and then when I go to all the UK with Germany, I should have all of Norway and Denmark, so that should be enough manpower, along with landing in the UK and then asking for land in France off Germany, to get a bunch of men going. And then I've just been buying from the market the whole time for guns, which there is nothing to build, so you might as well do it. So the strat is definitely there. I could definitely do this a lot better though, and considering, you know, it's 1947, a lot faster. Although we did seriously get kind of like screwed from not taking this in the peace deal, which I think is all you need for the achievement. But again, we'll find that out later. I gotta come back at some point. It ain't gonna be fun, but it's definitely a interesting mechanic. I mean, you're stuck to like 3 research slots. The economy not very good, but you do get a lot of factories technically, so that kind of offsets it a little bit. But the manpower is definitely not an issue as Iceland, I can tell you that much. You can get so darn much, especially if you were to like early get a collab government, maybe on the UK as well, because you get so much damn manpower. Hey, but I'm rambling. Maybe you guys can take the information that I have like kind of figured out today, and you can put a better strat together, and then you can let me know in the comments down below. Another easy one would probably to get like a early power drop into France, get a collab on them, and take all their land. I'll have to figure it out, but if you guys can think of anything either, I'm going to be looking at the comments, so leave your suggestions down below, little Timothys. But anyway, this has been iSorrowproductions, having a very brain-numbing game, Hoi4. If you want to see more of this, because I'm assuming at some point they'll add even more starting nations, or maybe even a whole new Hearts of Iron 5, where I'm assuming I'll have to go through and do all the starting nations again at some point. That'd be really fun. Then make sure to leave the like and hit the subscribe button down below. And until next time, I'll smell you later.